Welcome to Lesson 7 in our Basics of Immigration Law course. In this lesson, we'll take a look at the main federal government agencies involved in the U.S. immigration system. I will also explain the specific roles they play. Let's get started. First, we have the U.S. Department of Homeland Security, which oversees the immigration system as a whole. Its main functions include managing border security and internal immigration enforcement, overseeing the agencies responsible for immigration benefits and law enforcement, and coordinating national policies related to immigration security and operations. Under the Department of Homeland Security umbrella, there are federal agencies that work together in the U.S. immigration system. First, let's talk about U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services, or USCIS. This agency focuses on providing immigration benefits. USCIS is responsible for processing a wide range of applications, such as those for green cards, U.S. citizenship, and work permits. It also reviews requests for humanitarian programs, including asylum and TPS. Additionally, USCIS adjudicates family-based and employment-based immigration petitions, deciding whether individuals qualify for the immigration benefits they're applying for. Now we have U.S. Customs and Border Protection, commonly known as CBP. This agency is primarily responsible for activities that take place at the border. CBP's key functions include inspecting individuals and goods at U.S. ports of entry, such as airports, seaports, and land border crossings. They determine who is allowed to lawfully enter the United States and who is not. Additionally, CBP enforces customs and immigration laws at the border to prevent illegal entry and to protect the country from potential security threats. Then we have U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement, or ICE. I called them the Immigration Police. This agency is responsible for enforcing immigration laws within the interior of the United States. ICE's officers' main functions include investigating immigration violations, arresting and detaining individuals who cannot provide proper documentation that shows they are authorized to be present in the United States. They issue the notice to appear in immigration court and carry out removal or deportation proceedings for individuals who have been ordered to leave the United States. Within ICE, there is a division called Enforcement and Removal Operations. This division focuses specifically on detention and deportation matters. ERO's main responsibilities include locating and apprehending individuals who have final orders of removal, managing immigration detention facilities, and monitoring individuals who are not detained but still subject to immigration enforcement. Additionally, ERO is responsible for coordinating and carrying out deportation procedures for individuals who must leave the United States. Also within ICE is Homeland Security Investigations. This division handles immigration-related criminal investigations. Its primary responsibilities include investigating serious crimes such as human trafficking, human smuggling, and visa fraud. It also targets transnational criminal organizations that operate across borders. In addition, it enforces laws related to forced labor, document fraud, and other crimes that impact national security and public safety. Next is the Office of the Principal Legal Advisor. They are the government attorneys. This office plays a key role in the immigration enforcement process by representing the U.S. government in immigration court proceedings. Their attorneys prosecute removal cases before immigration judges, presenting evidence and making legal arguments for why an individual should be removed from the United States. In addition to their courtroom work, it provides legal advice to ICE officers on issues related to immigration enforcement and operations. Now let's talk about the U.S. Department of Justice. Side by side with DHS, the DOJ enforces the law and defends U.S. interests, ensuring a fair and impartial administration of justice. Its role in immigration focuses on supervising the immigration court system through the Executive Office for Immigration Review. It ensures that due process is followed in immigration proceedings, providing fair and impartial hearings. Additionally, it issues regulations and guidance that help interpret and apply immigration laws. Under the Department of Justice, we have the Executive Office for Immigration Review. This office is responsible for running the immigration court system. It manages immigration court hearings where cases involving removal and deportation are decided. In addition to overseeing these hearings, it provides important support services such as supplying interpreters and managing court administration to ensure the process runs smoothly. Immigration judges are part of the Executive Office for Immigration Review. They are responsible for conducting court proceedings related to immigration cases. Their duties include hearing and deciding removal cases, reviewing applications for relief such as asylum or cancellation of removal, and issuing rulings on whether a non-citizen is allowed to remain in the United States. Finally, we have the Board of Immigration Appeals. This is the highest administrative body that handles immigration law cases. It reviews appeals of decisions made by immigration judges, providing a second level of review. It also interprets immigration laws by issuing published decisions that guide future cases. Additionally, it decides on motions to reopen or reconsider cases when new information or legal arguments arise. Here is a summary of the structure and roles of two key federal departments involved in immigration: the Department of Homeland Security and the Department of Justice. The Secretary of Homeland Security is responsible for overseeing the Department of Homeland Security. Under DHS, there are three main immigration agencies. One of them is USCIS, which handles immigration benefits like green cards, asylum, and naturalization. Another one is CBP, which oversees entry into the U.S. and secure the U.S. borders. And finally, ICE ERO, which enforces immigration law, manages detention centers, and carries out deportations. Additionally, the U.S. Attorney General oversees the Department of Justice, which has two areas: the Executive Office for Immigration Review, which includes the immigration courts and immigration judges, and the Board of Immigration Appeals, which is the highest administrative body for interpreting and applying immigration laws. While DHS enforces immigration laws and manages immigration benefits, DOJ is responsible for adjudicating immigration cases through its courts. That wraps up this lesson on government agencies in the U.S. immigration system. Thanks for watching!